The rainy spring season, sports season continued last week. Today we'll talk about your varsity sports for the Mariemont Warriors with AD Tom Nerl. Coach, how are we doing this morning?
Well, it's not raining. The sun is shining. We're not flooded, which probably isn't a joke for some people. And we'll see what this week brings. Yeah, just dodging the raindrops the last couple of weeks. It's hard to get track meets and tennis, especially tennis matches and baseball games in, but we'll see what we can do this week.
Isn't this been the latest rainy and cool spring that you can remember?
I saw something on the news the other day that said this is the wettest spring since 2011, which was also a year that I was a head baseball coach here, the softball coach. So it seems to be following us around. But
Huh.
they said we're like at 161% of the rain for the last month of what we normally get. So yes, it's cool for this time in May, but I think this time in May last year we were talking about how hot it was.
Right?
It's good for the gas and electric bill, but bad for baseball and softball.
No question.
We've had 4 games, 5 games this year where we've been either on the bus or getting on the bus to go play a game, and an afternoon storm wipes it out. We'll see what happens this week. It's getting late in the season. It's the last week of the regular season for softball. We're down to the last 2 weeks for baseball. Let's see what we can do.
Great. Let's talk baseball. Um,
Yeah.
this week, a full slate, and I know we got a little bit of rain forecasted. Hopefully, we can get some games in. Let's see. Hosting Finneytown on Monday, Miami Valley Christian Academy over at Midland on Tuesday. Let's see, Finneytown Wednesday, Indian Hill Friday, and Claremont Northeastern Saturday. So a full slate, and I'm sure the team would love to get them all in.
Yeah, I think we're backwards on the Finneytown game. I think that's a misprint on our part, but
Okay.
Finneytown is supposed to be at Finneytown today.
Okay.
Although if we play it, it'll be at Mariemont and then back home on Wednesday. But yeah, a full slate will be on the turf at Midland tomorrow for Miami Valley Christian Academy. That's going to be a 7:30 game, and then
Fun.
Indian Hill on Friday. In CNE, so a busy week. Tough week for the boys last week. They dropped 2 tough ones to Reading, 2-1, and then 4-2, I believe. So some good games, just a little bit short on the offensive side. Charlie Collister's hitting 500. So is Bo
Wow.
Dieter for us.
Nice.
Andy Rabb comes in at 333, Carson Chiambo 324, and JP Whittaker at 375. Those guys are certainly getting it done offensively. And Will Stevens in 10 innings has a 0 ERA. Between him and Sam Jones doing a lot of the work on the mound, hopefully they can keep it up and get a few wins this week with Finneytown, Miami Valley, Indian Hill, and CNE coming up.
Yeah. Let's hope they get them all in. Good luck to them because they have their seat meeting this coming weekend, correct?
Yeah. Seed meeting will be Sunday. The records and the comments are going in through Wednesday, Thursday. The coaches start voting, and then Saturday we'll have or Sunday we'll have the seed meeting. Yep.
Perfect.
So we'll
Okay.
see where
Good.
we are.
Good luck. Let's talk boys lacrosse having an outstanding season.
Yep.
Let's see. They will wrap up regular season play based on the schedule this week by traveling to the Wyoming Cowboys Wednesday
Yep.
7 at Bob Lewis Stadium, and then it's tournament time.
It's tournament time, and that break in the schedule comes at the right time. They're pretty banged up right now with some leg injuries, some concussion stuff going on. But a big win over Bellbrook Friday night, 9-6. A good win for the varsity. JVs have been having a great season as well. Last week was a funny week. It's a 3-game week for them. A big comeback win. I think they whipped off 7 straight goals against Kings on Monday to come back and win that one through a shutout in the second half. And then after being back and forth, lost to Lakota East 8-13 on Wednesday. So Friday to get that win at Bellbrook is a big win for the boys. They're certainly getting it done. Seth Farrell and Vince Fiorina both racking up 29 goals so far. Angus Goal with 25 assists, and RJ Nachioni with 66 saves in the net. They're doing a good job there. But like you said, the last game is at Wyoming Wednesday at 7. That'll wrap up the regular season. They'll have their draw next weekend. And then we'll look at hosting the home games through the regional because top seed gets the home games through the regional.
Nice.
Um, hopefully, yeah, hopefully we host a lot of those. Tournament time here is always fun. And they have not lost to a Region 8 team. That's a Division 2 team, Region 8, all season. So should go with the number one seed. We'll see what happens and hopefully come home with that, host a lot of tournament lacrosse.
Coach, so would that mean two home games or maybe three?
I think three. I think there's you'll have the regional final, the regional semifinal, and I think there's two before that. So it should be four games, I think, through the regionals, and then the state semi, then the state final. So I think it's a run of six to get there.
Okay, great. Well, good luck to them.
Yeah,
That's exciting and great stadium to play if they can host. So good luck to them. Let's go to the girls' side for lacrosse. Also having an excellent season.
yeah,
Um, just fantastic. Let's see. I don't see the results for. Did they play Saturday
yeah,
with just the miserable weather?
yeah. Last week was, God, it's been so hard on the girls lacrosse team. And they've had the game at Seton was postponed and then it was canceled. And then last Thursday got rained out at Walnut Hills. I got over there and then the lightning and the thunder. And uh, but last week a 17-13 win over Wyoming and then an 11-8 loss to DeSales. DeSales is one of the top teams in the regions right now. Usually a team that we face in the regional. So
Good
that's
test.
going to be yeah, it's going to be a test. Indian Hill was a test as well when we played them. CHCA was a test, so we get to size them up a little bit and see where we match with them. So we've got some improving to do, but we've lost a few key players down the stretch, a couple of knee injuries, and
Cool.
just tough on the girls and battling some concussion stuff as well as the boys do. But
Right.
Piper Farrell, she leads us. She leads us with 23 goals and six interceptions. Lily Kaplan also has 23 goals. Charlotte Solar, 19 goals, 24 assists, and Lily Billups is in the goal with 52 saves. So yeah, a big week for them. We'll have senior night on Tuesday against Ursuline.
Yes.
And then Friday we will have our our specialty game, our G-Force game against Seven Hills. Those will be both games are varsity only now, and
Okay.
those will be 7 o'clock starts.
Got it. Okay. So we've got to change those. And then the following week, hosting an always tough Mason. So that'll be another nice barometer game.
Yeah,
So really, the last three regular season games will be a nice test in getting the team ready for tournament play.
yeah, yeah, it will be. So and hopefully we can stay healthy and then jump into the tournament week on on the 19th. So just sizing things up and get them ready to go.
Perfect. All right, let's go over softball, and let's
Okay.
see. We got looks like we got a busy slate. Try to get all the regular season games in before tournament starts the following week. It looks like you guys drew the number one seed, Williamsburg at Williamsburg on Monday the 12th at 5. But prior to
Yep.
that, let's see. We've got traveling to Finneytown tonight,
Okay.
traveling to New Miami on Tuesday, hosting the Amazons of Madera on Wednesday, and then traveling over to a tough Taylor squad on Friday.
Yeah, it'll be a tough week. A couple 1-2 last week, a win over Northwest in a rain shortened game, and the bats came out, and then against Reading came out and scored four in the first, and then nothing after that. So the team has been able to hit and rally and stretch some games. So we are moving up the gauge of being competitive and just working to improve that. But not a whole lot of people agree in the drawing on how competitive we are. So the third seed from the bottom, and yeah, we'll go to Williamsburg to open that up on Monday for the second year in a row. But we're having some success out there. Senior Evie Metz, we celebrated her senior day on Friday. 2 weeks ago, she had 3 home runs in a 4 game stretch. So she's starting to come around, supply us with some offense. Peyton Kiamba, who we moved to shortstop this year at a 378 clip. Shelby Short, who's been pitching and occasionally playing the field for us. She's hitting 370 Freshman Harper Stickley behind the plate batting 314. Gabby Scott with some limited plate appearances at 444, and Abby Connors is inching up towards the 300 mark at 296. So hopefully, some consistency with games. It was kind of nice getting three in a row in last week, and hopefully we get these in just to get some consistency to see if we can finish strong on our season.
Yeah, it's great. Good luck to that.
Yeah.
Should be a fun week. I mean, well, it should be a fun week. Hopefully the
Yeah.
weather's better and finish out the regular season strong. So good luck to the girls, and hopefully it's a
Yeah.
successful week and they have fun. Let's go to the hard court. This is the sport that's really taken. Besides softball and baseball, boys tennis is just they've struggled because man, those hard courts. One drop of rain comes down, you got to shut it down because it's like playing on ice.
Yeah, especially the afternoon rains that we've had for the last 2 weeks. It's just been hard to get them in. We've got our league schedule in, and I believe they got the coaches class again on Saturday, but just trying to get them in. So not a lot of matches for them last week. I did glance at the seeds today. I think Paxton Lasur and his double teams got the number one seed, and I did not see what the rest of our guys had. But the tournament's coming up soon for them. They'll be at Princeton playing that. So hopefully we can get a match or two in this week along with the tournament and be good to go.
Yeah, it's great. They looks like they have a couple of regular season matches at both at Mariemont Wednesday against Miami Valley Christian Wednesday, and Waynesville traveling to the friendly confines on Thursday. So that'll be two nice matches before tournament play starts.
They should be good weather days. So hopefully the forecast holds out and we can get them in. So see how it goes.
Yeah, it sounds great. So let's switch to track and field. It looks like Friday they went up to the Wayne Invitational. Hopefully that was played. And then this week, let's see, you guys host the McKee Kiwanis
Yep.
Invitational on Wednesday, which is a big one. And then the following week, CHL Championships at Taylor. So things are winding down for track and field.
Yeah, they are. And, we kind of did a split squad last year. We sent some relays and some hurdlers up to Wayne on the girls' side, and we sent everyone else out to Goshen for a meet on Friday, and that got stormed out, whatever. But a few things happening there. Jonah Rodriguez, she set a new personal time in the 300 hurdles of 48.9. She was 17th out of 48 at Wayne, so a good achievement for her with that. Maria Mavrodoglu, two personal best. In the 1600, it was a 606.1. In the 3200, it was 1330. Those are both at Wayne. So good times for both of those girls. I hope they keep it up and improve as we go into districts. Roman Hilchin is a first year track athlete as a senior and has taken on the high jump, and he won the high jump at Deer Park with 5 feet 8 inches. Now, that was 2 weeks ago. Also, 2 weeks ago at Finneytown, Eli Ching and Tyler Heneyes both had their best performances of the season. Again, that was at Finneytown. So hopefully with track, it looks like good weather for the McKee Invitational this week, sponsored by Tri-State Running. That's going to be a 13-team event. It's going to be a big event. It's going to be a fun event. So it's also senior day for our track guys, our one home meet for them. So hopefully people come out and support our track athletes.
Perfect. Well, good luck to them and to all the Warriors as they wind down regular season this week and get ready for tournament play. Before we wrap, Tom, there was a tragic accident in Clifton this weekend, and I know you wanted to touch base on that a little bit because it hit home.
Yeah, we want to send our prayers, our condolences, and our remembrances out to the family of the Hamilton County Sheriff Deputy Larry Henderson. Larry was a Mariemont grad, and his kids all came through here as well. Larry lived in our community for a number of years, and as a press release said, he had retired from full-time duty in December and was just working a detail and was involved with that accident on Friday that took his life. So a very good community member, very good man. Someone that our school's always proud of. The well wishes that they've sent out or the good things they've said about him just really reflects the kind of person he was, and we just like to remember him and his family at this time, and any support that we can give him. So just remember the family of Larry Henderson Sr. As we go through our week.
Yeah, say a prayer, and it's a terrible tragedy. So,
Yep.
Tom, thanks for your time this week. We'll get together one more time next week and wrap up all the regular seasons for the spring sports. Have an awesome week. Hopefully, it's dry, and we get to talk about a lot of results next week.
No results and tournament draws. So we'll have it all for you next week.
Sounds great, Tom.
Sounds
Have a
good.
super week.
Thanks, Rob. Have a good week. Thank you.
Thanks.